How did a vast archipelago, once dominated by Hindu-Buddhist kingdoms, become home to the world's largest Muslim population without widespread conquest? The story of Islam's arrival and flourishing in Indonesia is a captivating narrative of trade, cultural exchange, and spiritual adaptation. The Indonesian archipelago, strategically positioned along ancient maritime trade routes, was a nexus of global commerce long before the advent of Islam. These sea lanes, often referred to as the Maritime Silk Road, connected the Middle East, India, and China, facilitating not just goods, but also ideas and beliefs. Early evidence suggests the presence of Muslim traders in the region as early as the 9th century. Archaeological findings, such as tombstones with Arabic inscriptions in East Java, dating to the 11th century, hint at a nascent Muslim presence. These early interactions were primarily economic, with Arab and Persian merchants establishing trading posts and engaging with local communities. Their presence was a quiet, persistent introduction to a new faith. The 13th century marked a significant turning point, witnessing a more pronounced and widespread arrival of Islam. Traders from Gujarat and other parts of India, already familiar with the archipelago's lucrative spice trade, played a pivotal role. They brought not only their merchandise but also their Islamic faith, often settling in port cities. These merchants integrated into local societies, forming communities and intermarrying with indigenous populations. Their economic success and ethical conduct, often rooted in Islamic principles, made their faith appealing. This organic growth contrasted sharply with the military expansions seen in other parts of the world. Beyond the pragmatic world of trade, the spiritual dimension of Islam, particularly Sufism, proved profoundly influential. Sufi mystics, known for their asceticism, spiritual depth, and inclusive approach, traveled alongside traders. Their emphasis on personal connection with God, tolerance, and mystical practices resonated with existing animistic and Hindu-Buddhist traditions. Sufi teachings often incorporated local customs and beliefs, making Islam less alien and more accessible. This flexibility allowed for a gradual syncretism where Islamic tenets blended with indigenous cultural practices, creating a unique Indonesian Islamic identity. The appeal of Sufism was a key factor in the peaceful adoption of the faith. In Java, the legendary Wali Songo, or Nine Saints, are credited with systematically spreading Islam during the 15th and 16th centuries. These revered figures, believed to be Sufi scholars and preachers, employed diverse methods to propagate the faith. They used traditional arts like wayang kulit, shadow puppetry, and gamelan music to convey Islamic messages. Their approach was one of cultural assimilation, not destruction. They built mosques that incorporated local architectural styles and established Islamic educational institutions known as pesantren. The Wali Songo's wisdom and adaptability were instrumental in the widespread conversion of the Javanese population. The adoption of Islam by local rulers was a critical turning point in its widespread dissemination. These conversions were often driven by a combination of spiritual conviction, political expediency, and economic advantage. Aligning with powerful Muslim trading networks offered access to new markets and technologies. The establishment of the Samudera Pasai Sultanate in northern Sumatra in the 13th century is often cited as the first Islamic kingdom in Southeast Asia. Its rise signaled a shift in regional power dynamics. Subsequent conversions of rulers in Malacca, Demak, and other strategic locations solidified Islam's political footprint across the archipelago. The expeditions of Chinese Muslim Admiral Zheng He in the early 15th century also played an indirect but significant role. Leading massive fleets under the Ming dynasty, Zheng He visited numerous ports across the archipelago. His voyages fostered diplomatic ties and trade, further exposing local populations to the presence of Muslims. While Zheng He's primary mission was not religious conversion, his presence and the large number of Chinese Muslims in his entourage reinforced the image of Islam as a global, prosperous faith. His interactions helped to normalize and legitimize the Muslim presence in the region, particularly in coastal areas. A defining characteristic of Islam's spread in Indonesia is its largely peaceful nature, a stark contrast to the military conquests that characterized its expansion in some other parts of the world. This non-coercive approach allowed for a deeper, more organic integration of the faith into existing societal structures. The emphasis was on persuasion, example, and cultural adaptation. This peaceful diffusion fostered a unique form of Islam, deeply intertwined with local customs and traditions. It allowed for the preservation of much of the pre-Islamic cultural heritage, leading to a rich, syncretic blend that defines Indonesian Islam today. The absence of widespread conflict facilitated a smoother transition. Between the 13th and 15th centuries, numerous Islamic sultanates emerged across the archipelago. These included the Sultanate of Samudra Pasai, the Sultanate of Malacca, though outside modern Indonesia, its influence was immense, the Sultanate of Demak in Java, and later the Sultanates of Aceh, Banten, and Ternate. These sultanates became centers of Islamic learning, trade, and political power. They established Islamic legal systems, promoted Islamic education, and sponsored the construction of mosques. The Sultanate solidified Islam's position as a dominant force, not just spiritually, but also politically and socially. Their influence extended far beyond their immediate territories, shaping the cultural landscape. Today, Indonesia stands as the nation with the world's largest Muslim population, a testament to this unique historical process. While not an Islamic state, Islam is deeply interwoven into the fabric of Indonesian society, influencing its culture, language, and social norms. The dominant branch is Sunni Islam, with a rich diversity of interpretations and practices. A 2023 Pew Research Center report indicates that approximately 93% of Indonesian adults identify as Muslim, reflecting the profound and lasting impact of this historical journey. The religion continues to evolve, adapting to modern challenges while retaining its distinctive Indonesian character. This rich heritage is a subject of ongoing study and appreciation. The story of Islam in Indonesia is a compelling testament to cultural exchange, peaceful propagation, and profound adaptation. It offers invaluable insights for history enthusiasts, religious scholars, and cultural researchers alike. This unique narrative challenges conventional understandings of religious expansion. Delve deeper into this fascinating history. Share your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe for more historical insights, and join our community as we continue to explore the rich tapestry of global cultures and faiths. Your engagement helps us bring these vital stories to light.